Imagine you run a very successful business. Out of nowhere, the pandemic strikes. Government force things to shut down, and you lose most of your money. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Warren, and it is my pleasure to give you a speech about COVID-19 and how to keep businesses open during COVID-19. The example I gave you is actually a very common problem around the world. For example, if you listen to me today, you'll have a strong knowledge and skills to keep your business open. If you do not own a business, you will learn ways to support business and to keep them open safely. A big question people have is how bad have COVID and COVID restrictions affected businesses? Bruce Simon published an article, and in this article, he stated that 200,000 businesses have closed on Yelp in the 2020 year alone. And that is the only closure in the U.S. According to Yelp data, permanent closures have reached 97,966, representing 60% of closed businesses that won't be reopening. The main problem is that governments are forcing businesses to shut. Is that always the best way to do things? It seems only needed when there's no vaccine. Now that there have been vaccine and research into COVID, there's not much need for businesses to close just to stop the spread of COVID. Another question that people have that comes with shutting businesses down is financial. This is a problem for business owner and the country as well. You might say, aren't you putting money before health? You need to look closer. You need to look at the media. You need to look at examples. You need to look at people who got COVID. Do the majority even experience more pain than just a fever? The truth is most have very few symptoms. I find it ironic that the Food Inspection Service said that the food we eat are not as fresh due to the slowdown in supply chain. And this is because governments wanting to stop the spread of COVID. They even have claimed that if we continue restrictions for up to 10 years, there will be far less access to fresh food. And if that isn't a cause for future health problems, then what is? Let's talk a bit more about what we can do to solve this problem. We cannot change the government's decision about restriction. However, what we can do to keep our business open is the following. Move your business to a less densely populated area where there is less instance of COVID. However, moving a store could be impossible. The other thing that can be done are increased sanitation and constantly washing your hands, wearing masks, having less people in a store at a time, curbside pickup, or making an online store. Increased frequency of daily cleaning and disinfection of common areas and surfaces are also very important. Pay particular attention to doorknobs, light switches, staff rooms, and desktops, washrooms, and other high-touch surfaces. There are ways to be safe and prevent the spread of COVID without people losing their livelihoods. When COVID is present, it can be challenging to keep a store open. As a customer, it can be very difficult to find an open store. One time, it was so difficult to find an open store during COVID that my family ran out of water for a whole day. We felt angry, we felt shocked, and we felt frustrated. So many businesses have closed and are continuing to close due to COVID. This is problematic. There are ways to stay strong during this pandemic. You could move your business, but a better alternative is to pay much better attention to sanitation procedures. Some key factors are masks, hand washing, sanitizing high-touch areas. I hope I have taught you what to do when there's COVID present, and how to keep your business running, and how to support businesses. I encourage you to stay strong and do not panic. Sometimes there are better ways to do things. Thank you for listening.